YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I just got this off the wire right now. I'm just reading it right now. It's from TD, Tyler Durden. Zero Hedge. Zero Hedge is rarely ever wrong. They're usually right on the money when it comes to things. The Toronto housing market is about to collapse by this measure. Let's see what they have to say here. With the collapse of Home Capital Group focusing on the world's attention on the Canadian real estate market, nowhere is the subprime debt bomb more likely to go off than Toronto, which is recently noted has gone nuts. Even Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Pelosi, who declined to comment on the question about Home Capital Group, whether he's worried about the contagion, noted that Toronto is out of control tonight while answering questions following a speech in Mexico City. Pretty sure recent gains in Toronto home prices were not sustainable and the city's housing market had elements of speculation. Financial stability is a part of Bank Canada's monetary policy decision-making, but this central bank primary mission is inflation targeting. It would be odd to use the interest rates to target home prices in just one city. I have no idea what that means. Let's keep going. Perhaps Mr. Pelosi, but as we noted previously, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that this will end in tears. Even the big Canadian banks are fretting. Let's drop the pretense. Sorry, let's drop the pretense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm reading through a screen. Let's drop the pretense. The Toronto housing market and many cities surrounding it are in housing bubble. Of course they're in a housing bubble. What do you think they're in? Bank of Montreal chief economist Doug Porter warned clients, but the bubble deflation would push the city into physical and financial sinkhole. Look at this. Holy smokes, 2009. Look at this normal down. Was it 30%? Almost double in 1 year? That's crazy, man. Jason Mercer, Treep's director of market analysis, explained that basic supply and demand problem. Annual rates of price growth continue to accelerate in March as growth in sales outstripped the growth in listings. What about the 99,000 empty units? What's the deal with that? Could someone, comment on that? A sustainable period of months in which listings growth is greater than sales growth. It would be required to bring the GTA housing market back into balance. Look at this graph. Toronto house price and sales to listings. Look at that. And that exactly is what capital economics is pointing out is occurring in a very accelerated manner as listings flood the market and an extreme lack of affordability means homes remains unattainable and to all but oligarchs seeking a safe haven to find hard-hitting gains, prices will have to adjust rather rapidly. Yep, a lot of people are going to be owning homes that are worth less than what they bought it for. I'm so out of it. Sorry, guys. I'm sun drunk. Too much sun today. Additional, Mercer told policymakers to tread carefully. As policymakers seek to achieve this balance, it is important that the evidence-based approach is followed. He said, "This is the gravy train, and it must be allowed to speed up until the last cent has been extracted. We don't know yet is when it will end in tears, and those tears will end with, but we already know. When it does end in tears, the real estate organizations will first be denying it, and then they'll be clamoring for a bailout for their stakeholders, so it will end in tears of others." So basically, taxpayers are going to clean up the mess. That's how it usually works. And banks are always too big to fail because that's what we're told to believe. And we're always told to believe that real estate is always going to keep going up. Will never go down. And that's why people are in a frenzy to buy into a market that they can't afford to buy in. And then what's going to happen in the next 3 months? People are going to be turning in their keys because they're saying they don't want to own a house worth less than what they bought it for. Thanks, Tyler Durden, for a great article, as usual, from Zero Hedge. I'll leave a link below. I want to know what you guys think because the Ponzi scheme is coming to an end. But Toronto, I thought Toronto was going to go for a bit longer. I thought they're going to gobble up the little micro units and the one bedrooms and the small townhomes. I thought they were going to investors would gobble those up first, and then kind of dip like Vancouver did, and then go back up again. So, is this just a little blip in the life support? Or is this going to flatline soon? Comment below. Your comments are much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Don't forget the subscribe button.